Welcome back to the next adventure in Mass Effect. This is Plat X, and we basically recap here. After finishing Novaria, got the message from the council regarding Vermeer, so I went straight out to Vermeer, which is a little out of the norm for me. I usually go to Pharos before Vermeer, but went to Vermeer and finished that, which of course was our first battle with Saren, and also you had to choose between either Ashley or Cade Nolenko to stay behind to detonate the nuke to wipe out the facility on Vermeer. So Cade Nolenko is dead. Ashley is the romance interest I'm pursuing in this playthrough, so I'm not leaving Ashley behind. Sorry, not happening. So most of the time, it's Kalenko that dies. But anyway, interesting though on the Normandy in the next Mass Effect 2, Cade Zelenko or whoever died will be written on the wall, memorial to those who died before. So as I was reading through the journal to figure out where to go next, instead of Pharos, there was this message that we picked up on Novaria about a doctor in danger. It's out in the Kelper Verge, Newton system. And then, of course, Cerberus. We were investigating Cerberus, and they killed Admiral Kahoku. And that's in the Voyager cluster. So there's a couple of side missions I'm going to do before going to Pharos. And this one, we're leaving the Citadel, our third visit to the Citadel, where we achieve the trophy for getting 75% of the either Paragon or Renegade, points. And of course, I'm going Paragon, so that unlocked that trophy because I picked up like another 24 points Paragon while I was on there. Even though there's really not much to do on the third visit, it was enough to go ahead and get that trophy. Let's see here. So there's the Kelper Verge. Newton seems to be the only system here. And let's go save the doctor. Again, if you're capping out at 30 and you really don't care about what you can discover or uncover, or then you don't really need to mess all this time. I mean, I'm level 43 right now.
Message coming in. Patching it through.
I've received some troubling information, Commander. We need your help. Someone is killing former Alliance scientists. There have been 4 deaths in the past month.
I'm happy to look into it, Admiral. What can you tell me?
All 4 scientists worked on a classified project on Akuz. There was a brutal massacre there years ago. An entire unit was killed by Thresher Maws. It was classified as a natural hazard, but the project dates coincide with the attacks.
That can't be a coincidence.
There was one other scientist on the project, Dr. Wayne. I'm transmitting his last known coordinates. Good luck. 5th lead out.
I'm not sure if that message is regarding the mission we just came out here for, so let's take a look at it. Yes. Yes, it looks like that message from Admiral Hackett was regarding this mission that we're coming out here for. Some things are triggered by level. So when you get transmissions like that, it's either because you're in the area that it involves, or you hit a level that triggered it. That's the planet we land on. Let's go ahead and scan the rest of these planets, do our surveys. Well, what I was saying, like, if you're capping out at 30 and you really don't care about all this other, you know, stuff that, you know, could have just minor little, you know, remarks. Let's just say it, or put it as remarks in the second game, but nothing you do has any kind of really major impact. Just dialogue, simple cameo appearances. Let's see here. I still need to unlock hacking and damping. Those are tech power. She's got both of those. Already unlocked, I think, all the biotic power as far as trophies go. I mean, let's go ahead and use Rex. I haven't used Rex then. Haven't been using Tally or Rex because I unlocked their trophy for using them, you know, 5 times when I was still on the Citadel the first time. Now that I've unlocked all those trophies for all the crewmates, use whoever I want now. Alright, let's see where we're located. We're right here. Alright, let's get a sweep of the planet to find those survey points. But again, about the whole level thing, capping out at 30 and you're following this playthrough, you've done that a long time ago. And again, if you don't want to mess with all this side stuff, then don't. I've mentioned several times in previous videos about the trinket you get from the consort on your first visit to the Citadel, or possibly, if you follow this video. So we've got a trinket, and there's one of these, you know, side mission planets, or it might even be a planet that, you know, you have to go to without having a side mission already before you get there. And it's something that doesn't show up on the map. You literally, you know, you have to explore the planet to find it. And it's in the bottom left corner of the planet, and it's just an orb. And there's this little, like, ancient little relic site, and it's just this orb floating in the air. And the relic, or the trinket that she gave you, activates that, and kind of just gives you the more, you know, history into the Mass Effect universe. This has to do with the Protheans observing humans when humans were still, you know, like, in diapers, so to speak. Interesting life form. Got 4 legs and 2 little T-Rex hands. And I just ran over him by mistake. That was an accident. I totally did not mean to do that. Anyway, ooh, look, cool lightning effect. These are the kind of mountains that can be very difficult and frustrating, trying to climb in the Mako. So this is probably not a planet that's fun to explore because of all these mountains, and they're just too steep and not easy to climb.
You need to turn back, Commander. You're going beyond the range of the operational area.
Joker needs to remember who the commander is, too. And the main trick just scaling these walls is really kind of just zigzag. And there's another survey point. There's something else that's not showing up. Oh wait, no, it is showing up. And they're already shooting at me. Boy, they got some range on those rifles, don't they? Unbelievable. Whoa. They're definitely hostile. I guess they don't like visitors. Both of those were heavy metals. Heavy metal is the one I've got the least of on that whole survey thing. So that's cool that this planet had both of those were heavy metal. That's usually at the end of the game when it comes down to as far as completing that whole survey thing is the heavy metal. Yeah! Oh, Fry, you little sucker. Oh, I love this truck. Again, be careful getting out of the Mako when you're up on these cliffs. If I had slid down that hill, I might not have been able to get back up here. And I would have had to have reload because you can only go back on the Normandy when you're in the Mako. See, that's the button you hit to... Oop, I'm there again. I almost did it again. Okay. Make sure you save. Nothing wastes more time than dying. Alright, both of these guys kind of, you know, they got the shotgun skills. Matter of fact, I haven't put skill points in either one of them. Look at that. I haven't even really used Rex since the first visit on the Citadel. Need to unlock his heavy armor. Need to unlock his shotgun. And come on. Alright. Some way to investigate that? No. Alright, we have enemies up ahead. I normally, especially if you're on an insanity playthrough, pull back through, that way it bottleneck, or you know, it funnels them into the you gotta get back here, man. Come on. Alright, you're pushing me out now. Follow orders. You guys can move forward. Back in position. Annoying piece of crap. Currently I'm using a sniper rifle that does not have a lot of heat, but it doesn't really do the most damage either, so I can do rapid fire. Now watch out, Krogans will charge you, and their melee attack goes through your shields.
Stay back! I've got no grief with you. All I want is this bastard.
Please! He's a madman! Mr. Toombs, you're insane! You need help!
It's Corporal! Corporal Toombs! You don't get to lie! Not today! Today it all comes out!
What all comes out? I'm listening. But I need you to put that gun down.
You don't understand. I don't want to kill anyone. I want to go to sleep without screaming in my dreams. I want the people who sent me to Akuz brought to justice.
Can't you see that Toombs is crazy? Shoot him!
But if I can't get that, I'll have to settle for killing the men who took my life away.
What did the doctor do to you, Corporal?
We were on Akuz. When the Thresher Maws hit, my entire unit was wiped out. The Thresher Maws, the scientists were studying them. They let them hit our unit just to watch. I woke up in a holding cell. The scientists were delighted I'd survived. Now they had someone to run tests on.
What kind of tests are we talking about?
You can't believe Toombs. He doesn't have any proof. I demand a fair trial.
Ever had Thresher Maw acid in your veins? I have. They wanted to see what it would do. They're part of some organization, Cerberus, that runs secret tests like this. They treated me like a lab animal. This is justice. This man deserves to die. So, are you going to kill me or not?
You're better than this, Toombs. You're not like them.
Don't tell me who I am. You got away with a few scratches and a scary reputation. The rest of the unit died, and I was tortured for years, Shepard. You can't judge me. You don't have the right.
Toombs, if I could have helped you on Akuz, I would have. All I can do is help now. Let me.
Okay. I'm no murderer. They couldn't make me one. Just as long as he goes to trial. Maybe the screaming will stop now. I don't know.
Those bastards can't hurt you anymore. Joker, tell the Fifth Fleet we need a ship for pickup.
Aye, aye, Commander.
That seems one of those. There's some more Paragon points. Seems to be another one of those little wonky type missions where my backstory is Earthborn, not colonists, and I believe the colonist backstory is your whole unit gets wiped out on Akuz. Exactly what Toombs was just talking about, and he said I couldn't help you on Akuz. Well, my backstory, I wasn't on Akuz. That wasn't part of my backstory. So, you know, again, some of these things get a little wonky in that regard. They get a little mixed up. But anyway, there's the second mention of Cerberus, so a little more into what they're responsible for. Just horrible experiments. That involve just absolute torture and murder. So they're a group of human supremacists. They're a major player throughout the entire trilogy, and they're really not the good guys at all. So again, just some backstory into Cerberus by doing these side missions. Let's see here. We're just gonna finish scoping the planet here. I'm gonna head north. I can make it up this wall. Again, just do a little, what an angle. Don't go straight up and zigzag. And you can make it up most obstacles in the Mako. There are some planets that just suck trying to get up these stinking mountains. I've scrapped enough of my equipment to where I should have plenty of Omni Gel to, instead of doing the, pushing the buttons, I can just instantly open it. But Omnigel is still required to repair the Mako, which you don't want to use all of your Omnigel because you kind of need some Omnigel to repair the Mako towards the end of the game. There's just this one little segment when you're in the Mako, taking a lot of damage. And so yeah, you want to make sure you do have some Omnigel, or at least some equipment to scrap to make Omnigel towards the end of the game. Now this doesn't give you the option to use Omnigel. You know, I don't think I'm going to continue looking for the third, because there's normally 3 survey points on every planet, but there are some exceptions. You know, not every planet has 3, just most. So I'm not really sure this planet I want to continue driving around on because of all these mountains. To find that third survey point, because again, it might not even be here. We got some pretty good driving area here, so let's go ahead and just continue on this track here. Alright, and that's it. We're out of here.
Message coming in. Patching it through.
I reviewed your report on the situation, Commander. I'm glad to see you were able to take Dr. Wayne in alive. Now we can put him on trial and get some answers. Corporal Toombs seems to have found some closure. Hopefully with therapy, he'll have a normal life again someday. Thank you again for your assistance, Commander. Fifth Fleet out.
Now that, again, is the only system in the Kelper Verge. And so on that note, we'll go ahead and end it here. Thanks for joining, and see you again.